hopefully this DVT game that we're going to be starting the series off with is going to be just as good. And I'm so happy with the fact that we keep on seeing different matchups. We've seen a PvP, we've seen some PvZ, we've seen PvT. Now we get to see a TVT. The only one I don't think we've seen yet is a ZVZ. So hopefully we're going to be tuning into some ZVZ action later in the series, and then we can say that we've cast every matchup today.
That is absolutely true. And wouldn't it be sweet and swell? Everything would be good in our world, in our little caster, idealistic, imagining of what the world should be like, as far as virtual sports go, at least. So, in the top we do have Yozdekron from Nada's Body, the Pink Terran, and in the bottom right we have Blink from Lowland Lions, both of them spawning on the right side, and the map is Star Station. In mirror matchups, this map is really, really ridiculously good, I have to say. In non-mirror matchups, depending on the matchups, it can be a really bad map.
Yeah, and depending on the spawning positions too, where you spawn makes a big difference. For example, when I cast for ESET, we use forced cross spawns on this map.
Yeah, I know. You even had a message saying, this map is forced cross spawns only.
Yeah, in the chat at the start of the game.
Yeah, that was so good.
They should do that on every map, always, especially for tournaments that use maybe different rules. For example, on the ladder, this map has different rules than it has with ESET, and announcing cross spawns only in the chat at the start of a game, that's going to help players out a lot, because they're not always aware of the rules, the spawning positions.
True. I have to agree with that. You would avoid players asking admins in game or their opponents like cross spawn only or vertical disabled or I don't know, whatever. And of course, players, even though they should read the rules and should familiarize themselves with the map list before the tournament, we all know that sometimes players are lazy, and I'm using the word sometimes very diplomatically here. So it's better to give them a little bit of a hint sometimes. And this was a really cool idea. I really liked that. When I saw that, I was like, squeal!
Yeah, the first time I saw that, I was like, man, that's such a good idea. Which genius put that in there? That's like the best idea ever. We need to have that on every possible map. But anyway, enough about the forced cross spawns on this map. We've got the vertical spawning positions on this map, which is a little bit awkward. The air to air, the air distances are going to be really close to each other. So we could see something like Hellbat drops, Stim Marine drops do a lot of damage because they can hit pretty early on and there's not a lot of distance they have to fly. But for now, we're going to be tuning into a bit of a macro TVT. Both players going to be playing some kind of an expansion build.
Yeah, one of them going with a Reaper into an expansion, and the other one going with a factory expansion, so to speak. Actually, Blink did not scout at all. He just scouted with the Reapers. That's a really nice thing that this opening allows you to do. And he's got 4 of them already out on the map. He's been producing them non-stop, and now with 4 Reapers, he's just now dropping the reactor, the tech lab on the additional barracks, so he's going to continue to tech. And we have starports to be going up. Wouldn't be surprised to see Widow Mines come out. Oh no, it's going to be Hellions. Wow. Just forts.
Ooh, these Reapers are doing a lot of damage, Bell. They're just hopping around 4 Reapers out on the field. That's an insane amount of Reapers to get in any game, really. He's up 6 workers right now, and that is Blink. He's been able to do an amazing amount of damage, and he will continue to do more. I mean, there's only 4 Marines and a single Hellion out on the field right now, so the Reapers are going to come up here, do some additional damage to the supply depot, might even be able to kill the Hellion. No, they're not going to try to do that, because the Marines are there to support him. And Jos the Crone, he's in a bit of a difficult position right now. Those Reapers have done a lot of damage.
Yeah, they have 4 SCVs killed, and basically containing his opponents. It doesn't seem like much, but if we look at the fact that he has to be careful with those Reapers, though.
Ooh.
Don't want to lose all of them.
No. He's gonna go for the trade, and he gets
wow.
Hellion. Wow, that was a good trade. Keeps one Reaper alive, and Blink continues to trade really, really well here and slowly get himself ahead. But of course, we cannot count Krona just yet. He's got a medevac out on the field, and he might be going over for some boost dropping action, and that's exactly what he goes ahead and does. He will be dropping Hellions in the main base of Blink.
Yeah. And, that was, some people might question the decision to trade maybe all of the Reapers you have for 1 or 2 Hellions. But it was a good decision because Blink got himself ahead in the early game by containing his opponent and having faster SCV production earlier. And why lose that advantage by allowing your opponent to have all those Hellions? You could potentially lose your advantage. So that was a really nice decision, limiting the number of Hellions and therefore limiting the damage that can be done to his mineral lines. Wow, he gets the medevac.
Wow, that was a bit sloppy there by Krona. I think he was trying too hard to do damage. I mean, he knows he was a little bit behind. In comes the Reaper again, by the way. Goes ahead and takes out another Marine. Those Reapers have been so useful this game for Blink. They really got him ahead. And let's take a look at the unit tab. And we see Blink is up 10 workers, Bell. That's a
that's really quite a lot. Another medevac with another 4 Hellions coming in, and the army is close by. The stim is finished, so... Oh, will he get this medevac? The boosters are not recharged. He gets the second one. Beautiful defense by Blink.
Yeah, and now this is really starting to snowball out of control. Krona was hoping to do some damage with his drops, but he was only to kill 4 workers, whereas Blink managed to kill 5 with his Reapers. So an investment of 4 Reapers was equal to 2 full medevacs filled with Hellions, and of course the tech that goes with it. So Blink now has an insane army. Let's take a look at the army supply tab. 38 army supply for Blink versus 19 of Yos.
Yeah, and furthermore, Yos is going for a mech build, which means his supply will be growing slower than his opponents. His units are more precious to him because, it's way easier to replenish Marines than it is to replenish, I don't know, tanks or mines, just because of the training count, if not even taking into account the raw volume in minerals and gas. But just the training time is bigger. And, well, he's going to have to sit tight back home. Those Hellion drops were the only way he could have been aggressive, and it didn't work out for him. And I think we may have a game here because there's nothing to defend here, Yos's front line.
Yeah, GG gets called. Yos tried to do some counter damage by harassing, and if he would have killed like 10 or 15 SCVs, he might have been able to get back in the game economically because he had an economic lead to be building from. But he didn't. He didn't kill enough workers. He lost all the Hellions. He lost all the medevacs that he was attacking with. And as a result, he just didn't have anywhere near enough stuff to defend against Blink. So congratulations to Blink. He is going to go ahead and take the first game for his team, Lowland Lions. And we're going to have to see what Nada's body can do in game number 2 to